Welcome Sagittarius Capricorn to your numerology reading for July. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in numerology. Okay. And remember, you might already be seeing some of these numbers. Okay. Message for Sagittarius Capricorn, please. Hanging out with 13 equaling 4, getting down to that effort. And 56 breaking down to 11. Ooh, breaking down to 2. So you got 1s and 2s and 3s and 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hey. You're seeing all of those, right? 6 is just talking about the harmony. 3 is talking about the harmony. The 6 is also talking about the loyalty within the harmony. 5 is talking about that change. 1's a new beginning. And 2 is all about that balance, right? So there you have it. If you're seeing any of those numbers, I broke it all down. Okay. There you go. Okay, so putting in extra effort. Spirit is talking about extra effort is required to overcome your current obstacles and challenges as you are now being tested, and your attitude is the key. Rather than surrender to any kind of self-pity, laziness, negativity, or frustration, you may utilize your inner power, for you are stronger than you think. When the going gets tough, the tough must get going, right? So pull yourself together and have faith in your success. So you're being encouraged to call upon your inner and outer resources to achieve the outcome you desire. Rather than succumb to the quick fix solutions, shortcuts, or manipulation, you must plan, focus, and act with tendency and drive. With effort and determination, you will break through the restrictions that are presently holding you back. So Spirit is like, I want the extra effort. We need to be able to do this. You can do this, and it's like having this faith. I want you to feel the faith that you have the inner strength and, the determination and drive to do so. And really finding that drive, right? So give it a little more extra push, right? So talking about the effort over here, clarifying on it with the Akashic Tarot card. Treasure, because there's a treasure coming. 2, again. So there's a balance, getting yourself balanced, getting yourself into the intuition, getting yourself into the intention. Knowing, right? Getting yourself into the knowing that you have the push and the drive. And then Spirit says, as you drive, as you go, there is a treasure that's right there. And look, it's sitting right behind him. He doesn't even see it. Because sometimes we get through so many obstacles and stuff that we're actually in such a challenge mode that we don't realize that the treasure is sitting right next to us. So really, he just needs to turn around. And with the effort, that's exactly what you're doing. You're doing a big turnaround, so that way you can see the treasure behind you. Okay. So clarifying on the treasure and the effort. Keep going strong, for the treasure is right next to you. Use your intuition. 2 again. Lots of 2s going on over here. So using that intuition, think about what's going on. Think about how you're going to get strong. What's the next step that you can make? Yep. Staying faithful to yourself. And like I said, it feels like there's this thing where it's like you put in the determination, you have the self-belief, do the things you need to do, because I'm giving you a treasure next to you. It's actually just feels like a lot of it, you guys, was already kind of next to you anyways. It's just that the obstacle gets strong, and then we kind of get weak, where you need to become determined. And when I'm talking about weak, it's not the kind of weak that you're talking about. It's kind of like the inner strength to push, finding that inner strength to continue to want to really dive deep over here and really get determined to push through this with the intuition and the faith of knowing that everything's going to be okay. Sometimes we get a little lost in the ways because it gets a little rough, and then it feels like we're stuck in literally a spider web as a fly, and sometimes we can't get out. of have to gnaw our way out with our teeth, right? Just feel that way. But you can do it. Everything in life has an Achilles heel. We just have to figure out what it is and how to push and drive towards it. Okay. And, you know, really taking a step back, using your intuition and perceiving things from a different view is really the way we get out of messes. Because then we can kind of look at it and say, oh, okay. Uh-oh. These cards are very, very light. Okay. So with the relationship change over here with 56 breaking down to 2, which is 11, you have the 8 with the lightning bolt. That's that strength and taking on the authority, making sure that you understand. Look at that. Bam. Lightning bolt. So we'll get to that in just a second. Let's get over here to the relationship change, because this is talking about having the effort to a relationship change. This is talking about being determined, keeping the faith within a relationship, having that relationship with yourself for the higher self. Not giving up, but being super desired, putting super desire into it to push forward in determination. So the relationship change says it's a time when a relationship in your life is going through a period of change. This adjustment is inevitable and necessary for the natural progression of the relationship. And the wisdom and experience gained will be the great benefit to all who is involved in the relationship change. Whether it's a child leaving home to go to college, or maybe they got a job somewhere else and they have to live way far away. A partnership, friendship has ended, or a loved one, friend, work colleague, or a neighbor is going through a change. Know that you and the other person are divinely guided and protected and have the strength to carry on. This card can also indicate a positive relationship change, such as a declaration of commitment, for example, a wedding or an engagement. It can also indicate a resolution of an ongoing problem or dispute. So, relationship. Having faith within the relationship and knowing that, you know, Spirit has this, right? This is inevitable. It's going to happen. So stay strong and make the efforts through the obstacle, right? So the relationship change feels like it could be an obstacle. If it's, I'm getting married, you might have the, you know, the cold feet syndrome. It feels like an obstacle. Maybe you're trying to get this done, and you have all these roadblocks. Take it how it resonates, right? Everybody's story is different, and the way that it's coming out could be so different from everybody else, right? With the lightning bolt over here is very important, though, because the lightning bolt is talking about sudden or unexpected changes. But the light that flashes, we see the deep puddles of a storm that has been going on for some time. We've probably been aware of the threat or difficulty at some level, even if you were unwilling to acknowledge it before. Now is the time to accept the situation and not fight it so much, right? You don't need to fight it. You just need to have the effort and determination to move on it, you know, on from it and get through it. But there is a benefit coming, but it often takes an ending to bring forth a new beginning and a storm to cleanse the field. Now we were talking about the ones, right? So have the authority, you taking on the authority to have the understanding of the relationship change. You can't fight it, right? If your son has to move to wherever, you know, maybe, I don't know, everybody's around the world, so just wherever, right? He has to go. You know, you can't nest him, right? So you're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to gain the inner strength and let it go, right? Everybody, you know, take what makes sense, you know, let the rest go. You know your story. So, but that's just the example I'm using. You know that you can't fight this, right? If you're having obstacles of getting married and the change is, let me just tell you, you know, Corona is opening up now. Finally, the stores are open. Things are there. Things are this and that. But maybe that one store that you're waiting for is still temporarily closed. Right? I need to get to this store, but it's still temporarily closed. How am I going to buy my wedding dress if that store is closed? You know, and that's the one I always wanted, right? It's a problem. You're going to have to look at other things to get around the problem and not just, you know, dwell on that one, right? It's going to be rough, but you have to make solutions. Take the effort and determination to look elsewhere, right? Widen the view, right? Wow, with the Wheel of Fortune coming in, because it did say, you know, once you get through this thunderstorm, you're going to have good luck. But you have to be able to accept whatever it is that's going on so that you can allow the Wheel of Fortune to go in your favor. Opening up your perception, seeing it from a different point of view, you know, whatever it is. With the Knight of Wands, wow. So the Knight of Wands is really saying there's going to be this passion, taking on this passion, having the understanding, and then things will start moving passionately in, you know, for you, in your area of where you need to be. For the Ace of Cups, wow. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Got the fulfillment of wishes, bringing on a fresh new start. There could be helpful people around you. Look for the helpful people around you. They can actually help you with this situation. They might even know of another store that you can go to, right? That's open, and be like, well, I know a store that's open. You might enjoy those places, right? Big happy changes. Wow. Yeah, so choose a new direction, and really with the choose the new direction, for some of you, it could be if you're looking for that store or whatever, or however it is. But the choose the new direction for me really feels like change the perception a little, see how it's going this way, and see the opportunities that are sitting before you. Okay, because remember, the Spirit says there's a treasure sitting behind you. You just kind of have to choose the new direction and the new perspective. Okay? And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.